number of mentions, I know, amongst Pathways guides, and she's being used as an exemplar, and is in fact praised in the current edition of Corroboree, which is the District 69 newsletter. The only reason that I know this is because I am the editor of the District 69 newsletter, and there was an article submitted to me this week which mentions Julie quite favourably. You were speaking with Mark Snow recently, I understand, and he's made mention of that. As I say, Julie is being seen by many as the grande dame of Pathways, particularly online, and with her Pathways Experience.blogspot.co.uk website, which is also, by the way, pathwaysexperience.blogspot.com.au. I don't know whether you're aware of that, but it's being used as a resource around the world to find out her experiences as a Pathways pioneer. Once again, for a time of 3 to 4 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Julie Curtis.
Before I begin to speak, stop the sounds, because there is something there, bling, 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 which I heard while...
That would have been the bird in the background. I've turned it off now. That's a genuine bird in my backyard.
Okay. So I will speak up close and personal first. How Carol named my last speech. I have been a Pathway ambassador, and as Brian, I was long time interested because of Pat Johnson first, and we couldn't tell much about it. The only thing we could tell really that it will be no CL manual, which most of our Toastmaster loved to drop. So when our district governor took a CL manual and throwed it on the floor, everyone cheered, Pathway is coming, and we will have no more CL to sign in the post. Now, when Brian told me that there is a possibility to joining a remote access club in Virginia, as soon as he told me, I went there. And yes, I joined 5 days before him, but that doesn't matter, the 5 days. I just paid 1 month for 5 days because I wanted so much to join. But I did not know it is that the old District 27, who was the second pioneer district, joined Pathway, got Pathway that day. So my first experience was that I crashed. Not me, the navigator crashed with me because I was too early and everyone wanted to see what it is. But I am persistent. So next day I was back, and from then on I was stuck. I was in love. First of all, the icebreaker, I get again stuck with the icebreaker. And then Matthew Kleinowski, who is another pioneer of who was the same club like me, and we spoke also often on the Toastmaster members, official Toastmaster member Facebook group, told me, do you let me go to your computer to help you, to show you? Yeah, come to my computer. And very fast, too fast for me almost, he showed me how to close a project, how to answer all the questions. For me, the problem was that the Pathway public user interface is very strange and not consistent. And once you go with arrow there, and once you advance with more, and once you go downstairs to answer question and so on. But once you learn, you deal with inconsistencies. And even more, you can help others and show them how to deal with them. And that is how I could help, like Brian, for example, and Fabiola and others, because what happened to me happened to them. And from then on, I was the expert. So you have to know a little bit and have some problems in order to become expert. And I think that is one thing that everyone who is club officer could tell their members, that if they got just a day or a week or 2 weeks before the others, they will be the experts. And that is a very good idea, not to wait. Secondly, I have to tell that Pathway for me is a deeper learning. As Paul White, Chief Ambassador 27 and a wonderful storyteller, told us in one Pathway discussion, the old manuals, they give us tools. In the Pathway, they teach us how to use tools. And that is a big difference. And the second difference is that, of course, we give 5 to 7 minute speech every time, but we learn before, we prepare a lot before. So we have a deep and longer learning, and from the first time, the first level fundamentals, which is really, I think, like Smedley would have dreamed it, we are learning to go further and to research, not to go only, you know, like you read one project in a manual, you give faster speech. That you can do in Pathway also, but more interesting is when you go into a project and try to make a research, buy a book. I bought a lot of books about different projects already, but most important, I began blogging and I had new friends. And what I want to tell you, I don't know, I don't see, where is my time? Yes, okay. So I want to finish only telling you that Pathway and online is a winning combination. I went to many online clubs to give my speech, and that is how I could finish one and almost second pass now.
Thank you, Julie. I think if we take nothing else away from Julie's presentation today, it is that you can be reluctant moving in and fall in love with Pathways, it appears, and that we who adopt early become experts. And being a mentor is something I suspect that everybody in this group really enjoys doing. And it's a joy to watch somebody like Julie showing us the way to do that. Time now for table topics. Carol McCulloch, Coach Carol.
Helped me. And that was a very funny way also to show what Pathway can do. And in my own home club in London, I convinced, not so easy, but the vice president to let me give two other, one body language when I spoke about their body language, then I listeners to change a little bit, and another active listening table topics when you repeat what the table topic said. So they get slowly used, even if they are reluctant, because they see it, they are experiencing it. And in my own club, where I am VP, British Storyteller Online, we have one guide or perhaps 2 now with Graham. And we have Zaldi, who has gone to the past. I hope you ask him to speak, because he did a lot to let others come. Everyone who wants to come and begin Pathway can go to Zaldi Club. But he has a lot of information and helps them, and really, really is there for them. Because today I met Sudha, and she told me, but Zaldi told me, showed me that, did that, and so on. And all the others, I never had so much answer from any members when I made a questionnaire and asked all my members, Witty Storyteller online members, how, if they are on Pathway already, what is their path? Do they want to go? And there was not one who told me I don't want it now.
Yep.
They were before that. We gave 2 panels, one is June, one this week. And now everyone is wanting to be in, because